Between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go. Let's see how long. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 25. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, touchdown.
They'll run on first down. Morris. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 42 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1. General West.
53.
Hey, box truck.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
On first and 10, White. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Let's go, baby.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We take a win.
Smooth. 53. Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, Zoo.
Here we go.
To throw, White. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
22-jet bomber.
On second down now, McLean. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Rock it. 80 weapons. Go. Go.
54. All day. Check 3.
Roll out.
Check 31.
Get it.
To throw is White. To throw on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Tighten up. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Showing up. Showing up.
Hey!
Safety screaming. Let's go. Safety screaming.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go! Hey, Delta, 6'6", pull it high.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Defense.
Out of the gun, it's White. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. White, throw complete to Herndon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike.
70, Indy.
He's checking crack.
Pilot, 64, reach.
First down.
Hey, high 7. Go.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 9, check 9.
Hit it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Yes, yes.
Wide, get wide. You won't touch.
Shoot.
Now White. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Topper! Hey, Charlie!
Hey, check Mike.
Protein spill!
Tackle.
Yep.
Slam.
Let go.
From the shotgun, here's White. And that one one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
We own them. Mike 51.
Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's the shakedown, baby.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 2 times. 3 down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Check 52. Shift.
Go. Me.
Now it's Morris. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check, ready. Get the flag. He wants somebody. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Under 10. 10.
22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber.
On first down, Covington gets this one to Morris. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check. 64. Wait.
They run with Morris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 21-yard line.
Cut. 51 right. All day, every day, any day.
49. Check 49.
switch. Get it on. Yes. Zoom. Check 26, check 26.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw on second down. Covington under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
From the gun, Covington. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Got it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, lock it. 5.
Alert 3.
Hey.
Operating from the gun, White. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Team 6. Go.
It's our time.
Blue draw portrait. Get it.
White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready. 60 outlaw. X3. 218. Chop it. Bravo. Look at me. Zipper.
Blue there.
General West. Ready.
White looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Go.
On second down, McLean, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, let go.
54, right there.
No.
Here we go. Check. Begin.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
He's checking. Crash. Check.
Fight.
Here's White. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Yeah.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. It's a party.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Pull it together. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bulls 10, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
54. Mike 54. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
50. Go.
White now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 37, check 37.
Pilot, 64, weak. Smooth.
What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch.
Look at me. Zip.
Here's White, operating from the gun. This to McLaurin out on the left side. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check nickel.
Squeeze. Ready.
Off play action, here's White. And the pressure gets to him again.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Look at me. Go. Hey, wahoo. Go!
I need one over here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Mike, 55.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
And shoot some. Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Now. Move.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Alpha. Five.
From the gun, White. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, high 7.
Move. 40. Alert.
Leo.
Undercut.
Hey, Sam off.
Hey, switch gears.
Now White. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Back.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the shift. Who's your fucker? 53, Mike. Come for you. Watch the edge.
To throw again, Covington. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Operating from the gun. Covington looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 42.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Blue draw Corker.
Check 24. Check 24.
Go.
53 for Mike. 53. Check 53. All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Charlie.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Let's go.
Now White with a 1st down throw.
Check 3. Check 3.
The 20. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Deuce. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Yeah. Yo, snap.
Now a give, right side. McLean, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Morris, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
Off the play fake. Covington going top shelf for... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check right. Watching the five. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill.
White from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
55, Mike, 55.
Hey.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Looking to throw. White. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Go. Bravo.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, bring it.
22 jet bomber.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Get it.
Now White operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let him know.
To throw from his end zone. Covington. His throw incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
I got you. Plus, 45 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
On 4th down, Covington. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready up.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Woo!
80 weapon.
Check 31.
61. Matchbox lights. Look at me. Zipper.
They'll try the left side. McLean. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle. Hey!
Here we go, D.
Mike, 55, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, White, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Big grip.
Back to throw. White throwing left side. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
25 yards. And a Brooklyn 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Past the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's got a 1st down and inside the midfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Yeah. I got it. 45, Mike, 45.
You ain't got nothing.
45.
From the gun, Covington. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, McLean. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pilot, 64, weak. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Fair.
Strip that ball. Show it.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch it.
Hey, exit.
Kill.
To throw is White. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And this is caught at the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Covington. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Yeah, baby. We got it.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
55. Oh, here we go. Oh. Back 55. Back 55.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You better be afraid of me. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Whip, whip. Whip, whip.
Hard.
Switch, switch.
Rock it.
Flare, flare, flare.
Go.
On first down, it's White. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.